Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I have had a YouTube channel for some years, but I have not been very consistent. And as I would have shared on Instagram, you all could follow my Instagram, shameless plug. As I would have shared on Instagram, that is my word for 2022. Consistency. I am going to try to be consistent in every area of my life. And now, not just speaking about like drastic changes, but I'm really talking about small steps. Very, very small steps, but meaningful steps that will help direct my life in being consistent with every area of my life. Did that make sense? I guess we'll see. So, this is the look I did today. Now, this is like a sunset kind of vibe makeup look. It is not a cut crease. No, it is not. But it is something that is pretty simple. It's doable. It requires a little bit of blending, but it's very simple to do. So, if you are interested in seeing how to create this look, then keep watching. And I hope that you will enjoy this video. The video is a voiceover. I did do the recording while my family was watching a movie, so I won't be putting in the audio. Okay. So keep watching, y'all. And thank you so much. So let's get this party started. Well, really started as a diamond in the rough. Wow. So I'm using my little spray bottle there. It is like a continuous spraying bottle. Yes, it is. So I just moistened my hair a little bit, and then I'm putting up in one. Yes, a little messy top knot. Oh, my fave, and most of our faves in any case. Yes, well, this took some zhuzhin, some fixing, but it came out okay. Now I'm going to fix my edges earlier. This product I'm using is the Kiss Edge Fixer Glue. It is really holy grail. I kind of love it, but sometimes we have a love-hate relationship. Let me take my time and talk. Sometimes we have a love-hate relationship. So when I'm doing my edges, I always like pull down a little bit. You see I use a little edge brush there. Pow. So I pull it down, and then I put some product. Well, you see the edge fixer wasn't working, so I went some good old faithful Eco Styler gel. And this takes some getting accustomed to. You have to like pull down, you have to swoop, you have to zhuzh it a little bit, you have to fix it up. So you see I started with 2 edges, and now I ended up with 3, and then later you'll see I have 4 right here. Oh God. 4 edges out of the way. You just put the comb through the big one and split it into 2, and that's how you get a smaller one. But you have to remember to swoop and brush and hold. You have to hold it and then swoop it, and yeah. Well, here I'm kind of satisfied. Now I'm going to do the other side. I didn't even bother to use the edge fixer this time. I just went straight. There's my husband. He wanted to know where I was going, but little did he know I was just heading to YouTube. Yeah, so we're moving on to brows. Yes, I did use that glue. Yes, I did. And I also trimmed the edges the ends a little bit, the ends of my brow. Now I'm using this product called Tawny. It's really light, but I like to use that for under my brows. And now I'm just blending it out. And I didn't put any product in my brow itself, but I'm just mapping out where I'm going to start putting the product. So here you have Duraline and the Anastasia Dipbrow Beverly Hills Pomade in chocolate. And now I'm starting to carve out a shape. Now I have brow hairs, thank God, and that's why you saw me gluing it down. Now one day I will try probably a brow wiz or whatever you call it, but until then I using now. I have been seeing other people using it, and I was like, I could try it because I have that glue stick in my pencil case, and it works well. So here I am just organizing the shape of the other side of my brow. Like one side is always be Gucci and the next side is always be Walmart. So here I'm using my concealer, but this time in the shade Cool Tan, which is a lot closer to my skin tone, to carve out below my brows. You all will see me starting to feel myself a little bit because it's real coming in. And like, you know, once you do your brows and you do it well, like you don't even need anything else on your face. So there I blended out my concealer, and now I'm putting the P. Louise base. I think this is shade number 3. I'm just tapping on a little bit, y'all. A little bit goes a long way. And yes, you will get sufficient color payoff. We're going with this really bright yellow from the 35B palette, Morphe palette. I know I'm probably the last person on the face of the earth using that, but I'm just patting it onto the first third of my eye, the inner third of my eye. And then I'm going in with that orange. That was an epic fail. Here you'll see me saying it was a fail. Yes, fail. So I went in with my Morphe palette. I used Morocco, and that was a lot better. You was getting a lot more payoff, color payoff, and that's what I wanted. Now I'm just blending off the edges so that at no time we will have like harsh edges or anything. I was showing you wrong color there, but we're going into the pink, the really bright fuchsia pink, and I'm packing it on. Before I start to blend, I'm packing it on. And here you'll see I had to go back in with the orange again. Now I'm going with this very, very vibrant purple. This purple, it actually stains your skin, but I will continue to use it because it is amazing. I'm doing the same thing now on the with the purple. I'm kind of forming like a V shape. It's like real old school eyeshadow, like long time thing. Oh gosh, I love it. So you're forming like a V shape. You're seeing it there. And then I'm going to start blending it and diffusing that harsh V line. You'll see just now. Yeah, so while I'm blending it out, I always take like a color a little lighter than that color. So I'm using like a shade of pink, and I'm just using that to diffuse that purple a little bit. This is a tedious task if you're not accustomed to blending, but you really need to blend out this eyeshadow. Well, all eyeshadow. Oh yes, so here I'm doing I'm diffusing the other side. You just want like this kind of blown out kind of look, like, and now I'm putting back some purple because the color obviously would have faded a little bit because we were moving it around. So I'm going back in, and you'll see it's a process. So you go back in, you put a little more, you blend it out, you put a little more, and then my pink started to fade a little bit, so I went with my finger and I put back some more pink. Now I'm using my eyeliner. This eyeliner is actually Inglot 77 black eyeliner, the gel eyeliner. It's in a pot, but I am using my felt tip eyeliner to put it on because I'm just cool like that. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. I wonder if I should edit that out. Nope, probably not. I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm just doing a wing, like, y'all. I mean, a wing takes some practice, but once you get it, you will always get it. I mean, that is not true. Let me not lie to y'all. Some days we have good wings, and then other days we don't have good wings. Some days we fly with Caribbean Airlines, and some days we fly with American. Oh, we fly with Delta. Too soon. Too soon. So I'm just doing the other side. This here is a purple pigment, but it's not like, it's like more like a iridescent, but on the purple side, and that is what I'm using to put the color on my brow bone area. And then I'm going back with that same blending brush without any products on it. I'm just using whatever is left, and I'm diffusing, and I am merging those two colors together. Oh yeah, it's coming together really nice. You'll see me starting to feel myself and sing a little bit, but oh gosh, I sat down for the full length of, what was the name of that movie? I can't remember, but it's something about, you don't talk about Bruno. I sat on for the full length of that movie doing this makeup look. Here, y'all, I am doing my lashes. This lash is amazing. Now we're moving on to priming my face. Then I'm putting on my everyday foundation. I'm also wetting my sponge. You must moisten your sponge. That is not water. That is the Sacha Fix It spray that I'm putting on the blending brush, and now I'm going to pat in that foundation. Y'all, like when you're using a beauty blender, it feels so much different, like so much better than a brush. But I also use a brush. You will see me trying to blend downwards. Yeah, that's a gunshot wound from paintball shooting. And yeah, it's in a really interesting place, and yes, it is fading horribly. But yeah. No, I wasn't trying to get frisky or anything like that. So you will see like a demarcation, but I will blend it in. That's mainly because of the sun exposure to my forehead. But once I'm through with my entire makeup look, you won't even notice there. Now I'm going back in with my concealer. This is Cool Tan in LA Girl concealer. Y'all, I just use real affordable things on my face because I like it that way. And I'm just using a little bit. You don't need plenty concealer. The Yes Plenty concealer is completely gone. I'm using that same moist beauty blender. That is not a beauty blender. That is like a beauty sponge or whatever. But it's it really works. And you'll see there's like a flat top area right there, right? That area, that part of that sponge, I love it the most because I get to do under my eyes easier. So we are really close to the exciting parts. So stay with me. I'm going to start setting my face here. I'm adjusting my lighting a little bit. Not because it's not the correct shade of foundation, but just because I was getting some flashbacks. Alright, so we have the Sacha palette, powder palette. Wow. Sacha Pro powder palette. Wowly. I'm contouring my face. I'm also going to go down the sides of my nose to chisel my nose a little bit. Like, you know, like contouring your nose makes no sense now because everybody wearing a mask. But for YouTube's sake and for Instagram, I'll do it. Yep. I'm just setting my face, of course, with the Sacha Buttercup powder. And here we go. I'm just setting my face. When that settles in, I'm going to highlight. Ooh, the blush didn't record, y'all. I used the Sacha Tropical Paradise, I think is the name of the blush. It is beautiful. I'm going back in with another highlighter here because we just like to layer things. Yeah, we just like to put the layers. Now I'm using that same P. Louise base, the remainder that I had on my hand. I'm using that to put a little color in the waterline. Wow. Oh wow, we went through this really fast, but I hope that you all were really entertained by this. Wow. Okay, so the lip combo. Hold on. The dark purple is You Only Live Once. The very kind of rust color hashtag, and that pink is a Tobaglo color. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will try it. It is pretty straightforward. Ain't nothing cut crease about it, and ain't nothing basic about it either, but I believe anybody could do it. And feel free to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but Twitter is more for like kicks and thing. But if you want to follow me, by all means, I am also on TikTok. My TikTok is popping. It is really popping on TikTok. So feel free to follow me on TikTok as well. I am really going to try to post at least one video per week. And if you all can hold me accountable to that, I'm guessing that it'll be easier if I have an accountability partner, you know what I mean? But yeah, so thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned for my next video. See you all next week. Bye bye.